Alrighty, let's start this. I know it's been a long time. Just wanted to remind you about this little platform that I used to have about 8, 9 months ago. Yes, I haven't forgot about you guys. It's not about rugging and hiding from the hills. It's about taking care of business, even if it takes, well, 6 to 8 months to take care of business. So here's an update from Loki himself in regards to Lokeys.World. Now, for those who do not remember Lokeys.World, let me actually give you guys a little sneak preview of what we did about 8 to 9 months ago. And a lot of people were actually very successful and profited from my platform. Take a quick look at this.
30 whatever, it hits my account. This is still a paying platform. And shout out to Loki Bunny for head starting and pioneering a platform like this. I want to refer everyone to this news section where the latest update was yesterday, Loki's World news update, where you can always stay notified on what's going on in Loki's World right there.
So, yeah, as you've seen, I had some of the hottest influencers in the game even promote my channel or promote my platform that was making 2% daily. Now, I don't want to sit here and make excuses, and I want to give you guys, the investors that were actually in Loki's World, an answer and get you guys paid. That's the most important part about this DeFi space, is transparency, and also to be able to learn from your mistakes, and now, besides learning from your mistakes, to be able to deal with it head front. Now, I'm not Logan Paul, so why don't we talk about what was done in order to make sure that you guys are insured. Before I do, let's kind of dive into something here. I'm back at it again with another video, of course, and I know it's been quite a while, and I appreciate your patience during these challenging times. There's a lot to catch up. There's a lot, I can tell you, a lot to catch up on, so I guess we should simply just dive right into it, shall we? Okay, so furthermore, I want to say I've done a lot of homework, and first of all, there's 39 people in my top line positions that pay $1,200 investments. So firstly, I'd like to discuss a chapter in our journey that many of you might remember, right? As we all have been talking about this Loki's World. And again, roughly about 9 months ago, we encountered some challenging circumstances that led to the closure of our beloved platform. We experienced series of unfortunate events, including malicious attacks from hackers, and an unfortunate rug pull by the hedge fund ourselves, which was Quantum Apes at the time. It was a tough time for us all, and I wanted to express my deepest apologies to each and every one of you of our community of members who was affected. Truly, from not just the top liners that I'm also addressing that are also going to be getting some pretty hefty payments now, but for those that were even the liquidity investors that spent 100, 200, 300, etc. I do apologize. However, in every cloud, there is a silver lining. And today, I'm here with some good news. Well, again, I'm here for some good news for our top line investors. As of today, our 39 top line investors will receive a lifetime earnings on music royalties. Now, the details of your royalty income has already been emailed to you directly. Okay, I've already emailed out everything. You've already received your commissions, and you will receive your commissions year on year on out. You get paid quarterly. I'm gonna go even further in the video on how you're getting paid, what I've done, what's happened, all that good stuff, so you know it's all legit. So first thing first, let's talk about DistroKid. I know it's an additional cost, but it's a necessary one, basically. To receive your payments, there's an annual fee of just $5. Okay? Payments are processed quarterly, so you'll basically see your returns on your investments 4 times a year. Day in, day out, year in, year out. But as long as you pay your $5 annual fee to DistroKid, not me, to DistroKid, then you're going to continue receiving those payments on nonstop. I would also like to extend an offer to our community. If you can confirm that you were an investor in the comment section below this, below this video here, I will personally waive your DistroKid fee for the year. I know it's a small gesture, but it a bit helps. So again, if you are a top line investor, and you're like, Loki, I don't want to pay that $5 fee. I'm not going to be petty. I'm going to pay it for you. Just reach out to me directly in the comments. We'll talk about it. We'll confirm your email, and that's it. I want to take a moment, again, to apologize for the delay in bringing you this update. Life has been, well, life. Despite these hurdles, I've made it my mission to make things right for our investors before this year comes to an end. Truly. And that's why I'm going to actually go over all these things currently that you're seeing over here on the screen that makes sense to you. Okay. I also want to give a shout out, by the way, to the influencers who supported and advertised our platform. No, honestly, just to be completely transparent with you guys, your contribution to our journey has not gone unnoticed, and I appreciate your continued support. Now, is there anything else I gotta say before we get into the meats and potatoes here? I'm trying to think here. We're gonna go ahead and talk deeply about what's going on, how it's going on. I'm gonna be very transparent on how you're getting paid. It is what it is. Just know it is what it is. But being on both sides of the tunnel from investor to hedge has given me a whole new perspective on how DeFi is run. I've seen it from the viewpoint of platform owners, influencers, and investors. This experience, albeit challenging, has been incredibly enlightening. It has been. And as I continue this journey, I hope that we can together, again, figure out this whole wild, wild west thing. And it's all about just being transparent and manning up to certain things and trying to fix them. Now, in conclusion, thank you for sticking with me through this journey. I know it's been a bumpy ride, but we're turning the page and starting a new chapter. If anyone is experiencing issues with DistroKid, please feel free to reach out to me directly at Lokeys.World. Right? Now, I want to get into the good stuff here. I want to get into why, how, what happened, what did I do, because I'm going to be very transparent. And first, we'll start off with the graph, because men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. So let's do it, shall we? This right here is essentially a graph. Now, I want you to know that you can find this in any type of public, place that gives you information in regards to streaming and what that equates in actual USD or conversion rate. But you usually can find that for every 1,000 streams, music streams on Spotify, you'll find that you'll average, give or take, around, I would say, $3 or $4 ish. Sometimes $5. I think it is. Let me double check. Am I wrong? Maybe it's $10. Let me double check. While I'm here with you, let's just check. How many? Oh, if I get 1,000 streams on Spotify, what is that in money? Just ask Google. So it says in 2022, iGroup studies show that 0.003 to 0.005 is what pays per stream on average, meaning 1,000 Spotify streams will pay you $3 to $5. There you go. So let's just take that and run it from a low number. Okay, so I'm going to create a calculator here. And so if there's 1,000 streams and that equals $3, and let's say hypothetically we had 600,000 streams, which I do. I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. I'm going to be transparent, guys. This is going to be straight up real DeFi. So 600,000 divided by 1,000 streams equals $600. Okay? 600,000, again, streams divided by, sorry, my bad. I made that wrong. Not $600. 600,000 streams divided by 1,000 is 600. So 600 times that by $3, okay? Because that's what minimal will get. That's about what, 1,800 bucks. Okay, 1,800 bucks. So to go back to DistroKid here, all right? Currently, the last 365 days, I have about 5 records, and the records are essentially on an anonymous name. If you're wanting to know what that is, so you can check the records and do all that good stuff, I'll happily tell you either in an email or maybe in the comments. I just don't want to put this on there. But basically, the experiment was this. I embarked on a journey after January, after knowing that Lokeys.World was basically going down. Mom always told me, Dad always told me to have a plan B and a plan C. So once plan A kicked off and Quantum Apes decided to rug pull, then plan B hit, where I try to take my approach to a DeFi way of doing things where people can get paid in cryptocurrency, something similar to DistroKid. However, unfortunately, that didn't play out. The company that decided to basically want to do business with me decided they didn't want to do it anyways, and it just basically left a bad taste, and nothing really happened. So eventually, I ended up going to DistroKid. Yes, anybody can get approved for it. It's really just a matter of paying the $5 to get your earnings. I believe you get paid out in fiat or USD, and of course you can change that to whatever currency that you have. But the question of the matter is, streams per day equals money. And that money is distributed to owners of these records every quarter. Now, as we speak right now, I've done a minor test to see if this equates to actual foundationally cash, and it does. As you see right now, there's about 633,000 streams from the 5 records that I currently have out there that are basically at the moment, it's about 1.8K revenue. Now, what I've done is out of those 5 records, there's about 39 top liners. Each top liner has 10% of that song. So let's say I have 5 songs. That means there's, for every song, there's 5 top liners per song. I own half, the other 5 investors per that song own the other half, all the way up to 39 investors. So that's how the math breaks down. For a lifetime earnings, you're going to be receiving 10% of that particular record nonstop. Now, this is the crazy part, though. These numbers, as far as just making this 2,000 in the last 3 months of streams, is nothing. Because honestly, I've basically mitigated this to be very minimal. Now, as far as the process, I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to tell you what I did. Straight up. Check this out. So first thing first is we made sure everybody had automatic splits, payments to your collaborators. Again, so if you're in here, Kryptonite, Lifestyle, Wave, White Boy Dance, even the radio edits, if you're a top liner, you are basically a owner of one of these records that are making noise on Spotify right now, crazy noise. And it's just not even that crazy. That to me, it's not crazy, because we should be doing 600,000 streams per day, not per every 2 months. And I can get there. It's just I had to test the waters before I made sure. So now you might be asking, well, this is great. The numbers is working. You want to be even more transparent. You want to know how I'm actually doing it. Sure, I'll tell you, because guess what? It's not like they're going to stop me anyways. They haven't stopped this other guy. So watch this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to YouTube. I'm going to show you a quick little video. All right. One day, literally, I was just on YouTube, as always, and I ran across a interview from Vice TV, where it was a guy that basically said that he was able to get, I guess, compensated or famous from Spotify by literally using bots. I'm not going to go over the whole thing, but in a nutshell, I'll give you what he has to say. Check this out.
A lot of artists you think you discovered on your streaming app were actually force-fed to you by computer software, or in other words, a bot.
So when it comes to streaming on Spotify or fake streams, bots will be programmed to follow artists, save songs, put songs on playlists, and to listen to songs to increase the amount of plays of their music or their exposure or the perceived popularity of the band.
That's a website that took him 30 seconds. We watched Mike put his credit card information in there. He sit and think about it. Do I gotta ask, you know what I'm saying, my significant other whether I can go to this concert or not? So now you done took 2 minutes to think about that.
So I won't play the whole thing, but basically, in a nutshell, this interview breaks down a lot of key parts and things that I found to be useful, and particularly, hopefully, useful to my audience. So they talk about basically that Spotify has a thing where independent artists can grow independently daily by a maximum of 3,000 streams per day. So if you do your homework, that means that if you have one record and you're able to get about, let's say, 3,000 streams on one day, then you'll be able to earn a profit of equivalently $9, 3 times 3, right? So $9 for that one record. So then I found out that this gentleman here is basically used the system to his advantage. Instead of having one record, he's got 200 records, and they're all doing 3,000 streams per day. If you do the numbers and you calculate everything, he's generating about $50,000 in profit by simply using bots to generate the income. Now, beyond the bots generating the income, what's also happening is the Spotify algorithm is noticing that this particular records have potentially some type of plays to them. So therefore, it causes an actual organic run of views to be placed at the same time. Now, this is no far reach, ladies and gentlemen, of trying to get famous or trying to book shows, but this is definitely a way to make some fucking money. So, in a nutshell, how I'm able to supply you guys with a lifetime earnings is simple. I've created 5 records that are AI generated, that were very unique, very original. And from that point on, what we simply did is we ran bots to them. We ran bots to them to the point where people saw that it was actually working. And so that's why I wanted to come to you today, because I wanted to be very transparent with you, show you that we're about to not necessarily relaunch the platform, but we're about to pay people that we should have paid off a long time ago. So again, if you were a Lokeys.World investor, you should have got an email. If you didn't, comment below. I'm going to take care of you guys. This is about being transparent and making sure that we make DeFi right. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them, and I'll see you on the other side. Make sure you get those DistroKid invites. I'll pay those $5 fees in case you want me to. First year only, though. Every other year is on you. Ciao.